We're back. I'm all business today.
Right.
Okay.
Guys, welcome back to the Keeping the Frank podcast show. Welcome back to the Keeping the Frank podcast with your boy, Keston Holiday Frank. You know how we get down. We got a special day, big day. I don't know why I'm saying all this. It really don't mean anything. But guess who I'm with, though?
The person you're always with.
Yeah.
Me. Trick or Trey. I feel like he's really trying to get rid of me nowadays.
Now I'm depressed.
Wow. You know what? It's fine because I'm going to go on my trips and I'm going to leave you here by yourself.
That's crazy. But before we get to stuff, get our toast up. Toast it up.
Cheers. You know, I realize this mic picks up on my throat.
Yeah. You're
baby.
But you're very heavy.
I can't help it. I really can't, and because now I've become self-conscious about it. I can't help it. I know. I listened to the other episode, and I was like, "Damn!" When I drink, I need to move away from the microphone.
She'll be like this from now on.
Exactly. It's like I even realize that when I'm on the phone and I'm like drinking water, I don't know why it's so loud. That sounds so bad. Why is my throat so loud? That sounds horrible.
Yo, that's crazy, baby. How you, man? Oh, you know, just get her sip.
Sip away from the mic. I've been good, chilling, you know, out here working.
Yeah, we took a little week off.
I know. You had a little celebration.
Yeah, man. My son turned 12, man.
Ooh,
you know?
Almost a teen.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ooh, wow.
Crazy. I gotta get his condoms ready. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. See? You can get your daughter's condoms ready?
What? Whoa.
Exactly.
Relax.
Exactly.
Relax, Sugar
exactly. Why can't you make sure she got condoms too, just in case later on?
She has a big brother that's gonna take care of. Make sure.
So
fuck these niggas up.
Why? See, this is not even what we're supposed to be talking about today. But why is it that fathers be ready to give their sons condoms, but they won't also give them to their daughters?
Cause she ain't gonna have to do anything.
But why? Eventually she will, no?
No.
Eventually she will.
I'm locking her up. She will be a virgin for life.
Every man wants to lock up their daughter. But you did, somebody's daughter wasn't locked up to you.
No.
So, I mean, that's a real question about parenting. You need to give your daughter the same lessons that you give your son.
I do. Not the exact same lessons
but
in the day.
You should also make sure she has condoms as well.
Listen.
Because there might be some little ragamuffin little boys out there that's going to try to be like, hey, girl, let me just slide it in. Let me just put the head in. Blah, blah, blah. And then she going to be like, because my daddy gave me these condoms. So if you want to do anything, you got to put this on. At least she know versus making a little boy make sure he has the condoms.
I'm like, run, baby. Run as fast as you can.
Whatever.
Run, girl.
We should really do a full parenting episode.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
That is next episode is going to be about parenting.
After Miami.
Yes. Oh, they didn't know I'm going away to Miami. About to turn up in Miami next week.
Me too. She don't know I'm coming through. I'm sliding through with me in Miami. What up?
Whatever.
What's going on though, Trick or Trey?
Oh, what, today?
Yeah, what's the Trick or Trey? What's the topic for today?
So I've become the topic announcer.
Yes,
huh?
yes,
okay, that's my new job. Sure.
Everybody need responsibilities out here, you know.
If that's fine, I'll take my responsibilities for the day. But a lot has been going on in society that I've seen about body positivity. That is the term that has been thrown around a lot, and I think just the ins and outs of that topic. I think what is body positivity besides it being just kind of fat acceptance, right? And I'm using air quotes. People can't really see besides you on YouTube. Okay. But yeah, I feel like it's right on the top part of people's minds. It's accepting if you're a big girl. Yeah. But I feel like there's so much more to it than that. But I think that is a part of it, accepting the big girls. Fat shaming, right? And stuff like that. And then you see now, I was looking for clothes online and now they make an effort that there is a plus size. A lot of places I feel make an effort to have that.
They had that the Big and Tall store and the same.
But not even stores that are specific for that. I was looking on Fashion Nova, right? And not that I'm saying I don't know how Fashion Nova was back in the day. But it's you look at a dress and they're always showing as well a plus size model. No, but they're also showing a plus size model and in the same dress but in her size. So I do feel a lot, not every company, but a good amount of companies are trying to showcase different body sizes and maybe more natural bodies.
As they should, because there's money out there to be made.
Yeah, but I guess it's the thing of like a natural body versus these bodies that you see on these models. Right? Are you more attracted to that slim waist, big ass, big boobs, and like?
Yes, I am.
But so like what?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to the people.
I mean, no. Keep it frank.
I keep it frank. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it frank.
I like them slim. You know what I'm saying? I like them nice and slim and thick. Slim and thick.
So you like the hourglass shape, like where it's like they have like maybe a reasonable sized chest. It comes in the middle and then goes out.
Yeah. It's nice.
But what about the natural girls then?
And that what makes you say that's not natural though?
Huh?
What would make you say that's not natural though?
Because not everybody is built that way, that hourglass.
So I look for the natural ones that's built that way.
But a majority
I like the natural girls.
Okay, now you like the natural girls. But a lot of people are not built exactly that way. Usually somebody got a little lipo, a little switch up with the fat transfer or something like that.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, it is.
That's true. I mean, people definitely doing that, going to like what DR and they getting their stuff done. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of people are either dying from that shit or like fucking themselves up even more to fit this image.
They putting the wrong stuff in there. Like there's definitely like stories of a lot of people like dying, going to DR and getting the illegal surgeries done.
Instead of it being a fat transfer, it's like other chemicals.
They put different kind of stuff in there, like.
But I think it's sad that it's like
and shit. I don't know.
I think it's sad that women feel like they have to, one, spend all this money, and two, put themselves into those type of situations to fit an image, right? Where a lot of times it's more internal than the external, but they feel like changing the external will make them feel better on the inside, but whatever. But it's like, do men kind of, I think men also, is help the right word? Like men also push women in that direction to do that. Because I feel like most men are like, they like a big ass. So they like a small waist.
So being like, getting my degree in fine art and dealing with advertisement and stuff like that, it's not just men because you're serious about this thing.
I gotta sit far away from the mic.
So it's not just men though, it's just the way advertisement is in general, because you may have some women who leads some advertisement company and they're going to tell you sex sells. Before anything, they sell sex before anything, right? So it's not just, this is what, they're going to put out there what they think men want to see, but also what women want to look like. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they're going to push it in front of you, because that's how we look at things. Like we want to see whatever. Right. And then I think we all have this, men and women, we all have this fantasy of what we want to see ourselves with or what we want to look like. And I think that's what society or advertisement or media kind of push in front of you.
Yes, but I mean, like now you'll have more of like the women-driven, companies, right? But I feel like, especially back then, probably most of them were men. Yeah. Men. And yes, sex sells, right? But through a man's eyes, putting women on ads, right? They're going to put what men like to see.
Because think about it. Even Calvin Klein, they have the men out there with the underwears and shit like that. Body. You don't think that makes certain men feel some kind of way? Well, at the end of the day, like... It goes both ways. It's just that.
So you think men need like the body positivity movement as well?
Listen, you got people that's going through what they're going through. It's just that, like when we talk about double standards and things of that nature, I think we all tend to focus more on the women side of things. But nobody's realizing these men out here, they're hurting too.
But so is it that, when you see ads and you see a man that got like a 6-pack and like nice chest muscles and stuff, right? And like the arms, just the guns is showing, right? Or if they're doing an underwear ad and maybe
guns out here. My guns out here.
I know the other episode you had a tank top on, you were showing them. Or like when they do the underwear ads and they make sure that the package looks a little extra full. Do you feel like, does that make you feel it? Maybe not you specifically,
let me tell people something.
But I'm saying,
tell people something real quick.
Does that kind of make you feel a type of way? Because now that I think about it,
I don't feel no kind of way. I don't feel no kind of way because I'm blessed.
Well, okay.
Big bone, well rounded. I put my shit out, the whole room go dark.
Wow. I didn't need to know all of that.
I'm blessed.
I didn't need to know all of that.
Man. Well,
Anyway.
the first part God made of me when he made me.
But okay, but do you feel pressure? Okay, not the underwear part then, whatever. Do you feel pressure to have a model body? Like, do you feel like, dag, if only I had a 6-pack, or if only I had
I mean, I think there's a reason why, gyms make money. Right?
Yeah.
So in a sense, we want to make sure our body's right. We want to go out there, work out, no shirt summers and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We want to do that. If you out here, fat flapping around and shit, you can't really do that. So
people do it.
What out here with the just? I mean, that's an extra confident move. You know what I'm saying? That's the confidence is high up there, so it's a little different.
Well, so I have a 2-part question. Hopefully, in my drinking, I don't forget the second part. Damn, I think I forgot the first part.
That's crazy.
Oh no, shit! Wow, my brain. Okay.
So the 420 was good to her, and I
am not a smoker. It's just when I start drinking, I forget if I don't say what my question is right away. But do you feel any type of yes, gyms, you go work out because everybody wants, take their shirt off or whatever. But I feel like women can be more accepting of men in not having a 6-pack.
That's true.
Versus men are accepting of women. Whereas I do feel like women, we deal with more of a body change than men do.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying no, because yes, that's why I think that's why the focus is really usually on women, on how they feel and things like that. But don't exclude the men either, man. We out here, I'm saying, emotional. You got niggas out here getting fat transfers, and
men are getting fat transfers.
Kanye West had surgery.
I didn't know about Kanye West having surgery.
Funkmaster Flex had the joint on his Instagram while he was getting the joint taken out of him.
But did he get the gastro bypass thing, or he got?
What's the difference?
Where they take apart? Don't they take apart of your stomach and then reattach so you have a smaller stomach?
Nah, he got fat taken out. He was working out, losing weight, gets flabby.
Oh, so he had the excess skin.
Yeah, I guess.
But I mean that. But so somebody that was big and they've gotten smaller, right? And now they have excess skin. They might need to go and get surgery to have the excess skin removed.
I understand.
But that's not necessarily saying, well, because I want a big butt, this is what will attract people to me. Let me go and get surgery to enhance my ass.
I mean, I think certain celebrities and male celebrities, they're out here doing these things because they have a image to uphold, right? They want to be sexiest men out here and whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's just women. I just feel like we focus on women, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it affects women more. Like you just said, men, like you just said, a man can still get a bad chick, and you know what I'm saying? Because if you think
about Tamar and Vince.
Yeah, it's fat nigga. Yeah,
he was very
yeah. Okay, right. But then the opposite way around, you don't really see too much of that. You know what I'm saying? Well,
sometimes I mean that is a thing. BBW.
I mean, yeah. Listen, confidence go a long way. You know what I'm saying? Confidence go a long way. But
so I know Lizzo has been a big spokesperson and
she's too confident.
But what is too confident though?
She's too confident.
She loves her body. She's fine with it. She shows it off the same way somebody else does. When you have Kim Kardashian being naked, you have a lot of these models that are naked, but because a quote unquote big girl is naked, then it's oh God, why should she do that?
But do you think that should take away from her talent? Because I've listened to Lizzo and I'm she's mad talented and shit. But I think all the extra antics, all this extra shit she do takes away from, just her talent and shit sometimes.
But does it take away really, or does it enhance? Because you have people that don't have as much talent as her and are out here naked. And
they have to be naked. They don't got much talent. They don't got as much talent as her.
Right, but so people. I mean, true, but if she chooses to be naked and still got all that talent, then who cares?
I guess. I don't care.
But I feel as much as people, I guess, attacked her for being, comfortable in her own skin, it is based off of what society has brainwashed people to believe. Because I even think culturally, when you go to different cultures, I feel now granted, I'm not straight from the island, but But I feel like West Indian culture, it's okay to be bigger.
You can tell my mama that. My mom be like, yo, you getting fat out here. Go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? My mom don't play no games out here.
But generally though, is it not?
My aunt be working out crazy. Like they all work. Everybody go to the gym. You get a little I'm saying like plus size out
here. But is it not more accepted though in like certain cultures versus European culture? Because like when you go to like the Labor Day parade, I feel like it's okay for a quote unquote big girl to be in the little two pieces and stuff doing the same thing, whereas like skinny girls,
she gotta play mass.
I know, but I feel like culturally sometimes having more meat on you is more accepted. And,
I think it depends on the culture. I think like you have like Italian culture. They're little. You know what I mean?
They skinny. They can be skinny.
They're like, yo, you too skinny. Eat that pasta.
But so skinny girls are feeling like they need body positivity also.
How do you feel like you need body positivity?
I'm fine with my body. Honestly, I could not work. Like I like the shape that I'm in now, just because I magically ended up losing weight. Okay. But I never was there like, oh my God, I'm so fat. I need to lose weight. Like I don't like there are things, that it would be nice if this was a little different on my body, but I don't give a fuck. Like it hasn't stopped no man in a sense. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't go outside like, oh God, I'm self-conscious to show off, whatever. Yeah. But like, I don't know. I've just always been that way. But I know like, I've seen that they feel like body positivity right now has been focused on like fat shaming and, big girls need body positivity, but they saying the skinny girls need it too because people keep telling them they need to eat. And they feel like they're so conscious about their body also.
So you think that's a thing for real though? Like the skinny girls, like
some people think they're too skinny. I have friends that will say that they feel like they're too skinny and they wish that they could gain weight.
I know certain chicks. I know there's one chick I used to talk to. Yeah, she was a slim joint. You know what I'm saying? No. When you out here pointing?
You pointing?
No, I looked at the light. The light, and I was like, and I remember shorty. I was like, oh, chick I used to talk to. I mean, you don't gotta like look at my finger. All right. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
Anyway, continue on listening.
But she had a nice little body. She was slim. I mean, she was the K's and shit. Right, but she was slim and she had a nice little butt. She was like, I want to gain some weight. I want to gain weight. You know what I'm saying? So I think she was working hard on gaining weight. You know what I'm saying? She got a little thick guy in the streets. I can't lie.
But so, do you think that body positivity should go both ways?
I don't know.
Wow, you sitting here reminiscing
about. What I do know is she got a little thick guy in the streets, and I like.
You want to have your own episode talking to the thick girls out here?
You know what I'm saying? Nah, but yeah, I think. Well, if that's something if it's something that you feel like is harmful, to certain people, maybe it should go both ways. You know what I'm saying? In general, you know what I'm saying? So
because it's supposed to. I think. Body positivity is supposed to cover really everybody. It's supposed to cover like
nose jobs and boob jobs,
but not not even like specific to that point. But it's like because I watched this lady that did like a funny meme about it. That was like the fat girls say saying body positivity because people saying they too big. Skinny girls saying they too skinny. But then people that are disabled are like, no, body positivity is about us because we're disabled and we should be able to like love ourselves through our disability. And she was like,
wow, that's crazy.
Right? But she was like, how about everybody just love your own fucking body? Like, it doesn't need to be so specific to one group. Yeah. Just love the body that you have.
Who you are.
True. Right. And I feel like I think what the issue really is now, though, is like so much the self-worth that people don't have. Honestly, because I feel like there are people out here that are gorgeous and they still think that they are ugly and still feel like they have to go through, physical therapy, plastic surgery, and all that stuff.
But question: do you feel like the times have gotten better? Like you just said, that you started off by saying you was on Fashion Nova. They got plus size models on there now. You know what I'm saying? I know you have certain companies that is emphasizing plus size models now, that's putting it out there. So nowadays people are getting to see
more natural
different
bodies.
types of bodies that may be more reminiscent of their body. So don't you think the times is changing, and is it getting better? Or do you still feel like we speak about an artist like Lizzo, who is out here, she shows her body off, but it's still Lizzo. She's still popular. She still have her fans. Nobody has, stopped her movements, none of that stuff. So don't you think the times have gotten better compared to what it was back then, where it was just, every ad was a cut and paste copy of, what the individual, what you expect a certain woman to look like or a certain man to look like? Do you think times is different?
I do think so. I think companies are trying to at least show, even if they might not fully back it, but at least show that like they want to be inclusive to all, right? All body types. And a lot of commercials now want people to look so natural and unique that it can reach so many people. Whereas, especially as an actress, right? Like back then it was like everybody's supposed to be cookie cutter, nice, cheese, whatever. Now they want messed up teeth. I don't want to say messed up teeth, but you know what I mean? Like you don't have to necessarily always have to have
out here with a crooked smile.
Right. Have like a gap, have, if they're not exactly straight, they want people that have freckles. They want people to have like interesting features now because they want to appeal to everybody.
Masses,
and a lot of because who was it? There's not that this is necessarily all body positivity, but just even in being inclusive, but like companies now that are allowing like trans models to be a part of things. Like I said, with Fashion Nova, they have plus size model. The main model still is like a figure 8, which is ridiculous. But I guess they're trying to show natural bodies and that be okay.
Yeah.
Bodies with stretch marks, bodies with, a little bit of a roll. You know what I mean? Instead of it being like...
There's nothing wrong with a little roll out here, you know what I'm saying? Get a little roll on. Everybody get your roll on. Everybody get your roll. A little roll. Little roll never hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? Little Pillsbury up in here. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is that like, yes, even though like there are some men that will say that, but I feel like men have to really like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like speak beauty into their woman sometimes. If you don't have not saying that like you need to do it for because a lot of people are like, I'm confident, but it's like sometimes you need to hear that from a man that you not only find this fake ass model attractive, but you say that like you love the stretch marks, that you love that you got a little, little extra cushion for the pushing.
But that's the reality.
Stuff.
The reality is, I'm saying the fantasy is the fantasy, right? That's the fantasy, right? The reality is what it is, right? Like I think we understand that the woman that we're going for, we're going for the ones who is real, the ones who may have
not all
a little
men
extra
feel...
role. No, I hear what you're saying, but I feel like, when it comes down to it, it's like this, right? We understand what we're looking at on these pages or on TV or whatever the case is not real. That's not the reality. That's the fantasy world. Right, the odds of us going out there and bagging up a Kim K or whatever the case is, that's not the reality. You know what I'm saying? We can get a beautiful girl, a beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying, from around the way or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying, but she gonna have some flaws. Everybody got little flaws to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we gotta let them know, like, you're beautiful. Yeah, this and the third.
Yeah, I think you have to speak that into them.
But I think we understand, we understand in general when we look at these pages, whatever, or IG or whatever, that it's just a fantasy. That's not even something real.
But I don't think some men understand, because I've seen this, I've heard these type of conversations, especially the body changes that women go through when we bear the children that y'all want, right? It's like, then women feel so pressured to like get back to the body size that they were, like, you know what I mean, after they have kids.
I mean, yeah, you should want to though. Like for yourself, not for.
But is that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not healthy. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're not still that their body still isn't beautiful. You know what I mean? But I feel like sometimes it becomes. That's why I feel like body positivity is put more or is like attached more to women because we do go through so many more changes, and then people judge us for those changes when a lot of the times it's not really anything that. There's a lot of things that we can't do about it half the time. Not saying that people should just let themselves go and become like my 600-pound life, but there's a lot of times where people feel so self-conscious about the fact that you just had 2 or 3 kids and now you have stretch marks that now your body is not as beautiful compared to like before you did. But hello, like, did you not want to have these kids too? Like,
I hear what you're saying. I mean, I don't know if that's really what it is. Like,
that is a part of it.
You do have certain dudes that, you know what I'm saying, I guess, put shame on
if you
woman,
don't go back to that size, they're gonna go out and fuck some bitch that hasn't had no kids yet.
I don't think that's what it is though.
That is part. I think that is part of it.
All right, so I remember when I had my son, right? And one of like the only fatherly advice my father gave me, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't gonna do him like that. That's his first fatherly advice he gave me, you know what I'm saying? Was like, her body's gonna change and you gotta prepare, you know what I'm saying, and whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? And I think I did a good job.
Not really?
I did an okay job. Anyway, so but yes, like we still rock together, this and that. I made sure that, you know, she knew whatever the case is, and that she didn't have to like, you know, kill herself to be, you know, whatever the case is. Like, yes, you have a child, like it's gonna take time to build back. And I feel like a lot of us know that, but I feel like, you know, yeah, we do want you to work on getting back to, you know, being yourself, being, you know, getting your body back together, you know what I'm saying?
But that's, I mean, not to continue to go into that, but when you say like back together though, that's the thing. It's like
your body back right.
But now,
you know what I mean?
but it's not necessarily wrong either. Because there's some things that you just honestly can't change. Like to be completely transparent, like when you have kids,
stretch marks,
your boobs grow.
Yeah.
Right. So, and sometimes now your boobs become so heavy from breastfeeding, from doing this, your boobs might not go back to the place that they were.
It's healthy.
But there's nothing you can do about that.
I you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, you know, forget about those. I'm still gonna pay attention to the boobs. Go ahead.
But I'm saying that's a part of it. Your boobs are not gonna be as perky as they would have been, because that if you breastfeeding,
that's all right.
Okay, that's one part. Second part, your skin may not go exactly back to the way it was.
Stretch marks,
but also it might not be as like straight, you know, like the skin itself just is going to be different.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Your vagina's going to be a little different. It's probably going to look a little different if you pushed it out.
Hey,
okay.
How you vagina?
Your hips. things just might be a little bit different. And not saying, like I said, not saying that someone should be all of a sudden on my 600-pound life, but it's like some things, even though they're still healthy and they're still, you know, they still like are active, you know, like I feel like some people feel a lot of pressure to get back to that size.
For me, like listen, you may not get back to that size, but I want you to take pride in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You have some people who just let themselves go. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I don't think that's right either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just take pride in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Real talk. Like, if you're out here taking pride in yourself, taking care of yourself, you know, whatever, then I don't see any real issue with whatever, because you're not gonna, like you said, you're not gonna go back to where you once was, right? Because you have kids, you push them out or whatever the case is, things are gonna change. But that pride in yourself, I feel like some people lose that pride in themselves and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I can understand that.
And you know, for some folks, it could be, for some women, it could be, you know, the guy they're dealing with can make them feel certain kind of ways. Mm-hmm. But then you have those who, you know, guys are not telling them like, yo, that they're not making them feel ashamed or whatever the case is. They just stop doing the things that they used to do before to, you know, make sure that they're taking care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, there's a little bit, you know, up and down, you know.
I mean,
feel me? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But like, listen, you have a lot that goes into, I think, body shaming and these different kind of things. And you have a lot of women who don't have kids. And you have a lot of women who, see themselves a certain kind of way or want to be a certain kind of way. So they're getting those jobs and they seen the Kylie Jenners and get their lips done and fucking themselves up. What do you think about those people?
I think the unfortunate thing is that your outside beauty doesn't always change your inside beauty. Mm-hmm. That's really what it comes down to. Like your body, right, shouldn't necessarily be attached to your happiness.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happens is that a lot of people attach their happiness to their body versus it being to their mentality or their personality or, whatever. So they think if I have big lips, if I have a better nose, if I have higher cheekbones, if I have, a six pack, whatever it is, that either people are going to love me more than I actually love myself. And I think that's really what it comes down to.
You know, so crazy. I just thought about it, right? And this is something I used to say like a while ago. I feel like this shit kind of stemmed back a little further, right? Because you have. You have folks that, of course, makeup. We all know about, people that put extra emphasis on make sure their makeup is done and this like that, whatever the case is, right? And I think that at one point in time, that was a topic where it's like, folks like natural women like that didn't wear a lot of makeup, and then the ones who wear mad makeup just caking their shit out all crazy,
and then
shit.
They take it off and they don't look the same.
Yeah, looking fucking bananas and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not the same person I met. Right. And then, but for like black folks and shit, I think even go further back. Like when you talk about like, them wanting the straight hair and them want to burn their shit up. You know what I'm saying? Madam C.J. Walker, son, out, whatever the case is and shit. That we want to be like white folks
because
and shit like that.
Because they're selling European beauty.
Exactly. Right. So I think all this shit is just, when you
brainwashing.
It's brainwashing, but the shit goes so far back that I don't think we realize how all this shit affects us to this day and shit.
No, I 100% agree with you. I think it is the fact that if you go all the way back to when Europeans took slaves from Africa, right? And
going there.
I mean, but really, if you think about it, they took them. You bring them to America amongst other countries and basically say that everything that you have is wrong.
Yeah.
Like everything European is right. Everything that you have is wrong. But then now in society, everything that we have is then also what people want.
And I was going to say the same thing because you realize, like, even down to their hair and down to like they want the little froze together.
They want their hair full and
exactly
all that stuff. But then like people that have quote unquote kinky hair, it's not good hair.
They trying to straighten that shit out, and they did. I feel like a lot of times, a lot of our black women is not realizing that, the Caucasian woman is trying to be like them. Meanwhile, you're trying to be like. Meanwhile, you're still trying to take on their traits. But they're trying to take on your traits. The full lips, the nappy hair, this and the third.
My one devil's advocate question about that, right? Because some people will say like a lot of white people are trying to, culturally appropriate and do a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I have seen where they say, but aren't black people trying to quote unquote culture, appropriate in the sense of like you weren't born with that blonde hair, you weren't born with those inches in a sense.
So I got you.
You always trying to get me drunk, damn it.
You're going slow.
But you know what I mean? Like this is my devil advocate question.
All right, go ahead. Say it again.
No, but I'm saying like so. White people are trying to get some of the traits that we have as black people.
Yes.
Oh, maybe they're trying to get out. White people are trying to have like the fuller lips, a bigger butt, like have certain hairstyles that like, that we have.
Yeah.
Whereas like there are a lot of black women that are trying to have blonde hair, straight hair, lighter eyes.
That's what I'm talking about though, right?
So does it go both ways? Is it like that? Is it appropriation from both ways? Even though one might be a brainwash versus a choice, but does it still go both ways?
No. Like, can we? Like, all right. So even when we talk about, even when we talk about gentrification, right? Like white folks coming to our neighborhoods because they want our culture, right? They come here, they want the
Even
stuff,
though they still change it,
and they come here and they
out,
change
but,
it. Exactly, they change it. So they come here, destroy our culture, and then move on to the next urban place that have culture to see. I mean, in a sense, like the same thing, right? They want the shit that we have. They want everything that we create, right? When it comes down to like black folks, we're still brainwashed to think everything that they have is right compared to like what we, I'm saying, compared to what we have. And meanwhile, they're taking everything that we create. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it goes both ways, because I feel like one side of it is kind of like, you know, I don't know. I feel like, I don't think it just don't go both ways. It just don't go both ways.
But I think it would be beautiful if more black women, appreciated their natural everything. You know what I mean? And I guess that's one thing I've always prided myself. Like, I've never had weave. I've had one wig, like, just to try it, like, you know what I mean? But like, that's not my thing.
See, but we got this thing with us. See, with us is a little different, right? But black folks, we have so much different type of black people.
We do, yeah.
Right? Everybody here is different. Everybody's skin tone is going up. You know what I'm saying? So not one person just look alike. Now just one 100%. Hairstyle and whatever the case is. So I think...
But I think even when I have friends that have like a thicker hair than I do, like, and I know, I mean, I am a quarter white, so maybe this is part of the quarter white that's there. It is a quarter.
Okay.
It could be a little bit more, but from what I know, it's about a quarter. Okay. But it's like, even with my friends that are like end up going natural, right? And stuff like that. And I even try to speak positivity to them. Not even on, like, I'm not lying to them, but I'm just like, yo, like, you have to, there's so many little things, and they're like, oh, I wish my hair looked like yours, and I wish, whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, but your hair still looks good the way it is.
Let me tell you something. Like with my daughter, like I be doing I wash my daughter's hair. I do her hair and shit. I'm like, I be poofing that shit out. I'm like this with it. Put a little joint in there. Like my mom would be like, she would be like, she's a little girl, make sure her hair was done, braided up. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, yo, just, shit natural, baby. I got you. You know
but I think there's also, I mean, we're going into the hair topic, but I feel like there's also sometimes a lot of women, and unfortunately black women sometimes too, that don't know how to do their children's natural hair.
No, because they're too used to the weave and the
and that
the
continues.
straighteners and the this and the third. So, I mean, how can you know how to really take care of it now? Take care
100%.
of natural hair now, if that's not what you're used to.
100%.
We have to kind of revert back to that though. We have to get back to like just loving ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
More.
And exactly, because that's going to lead into how we treat our kids and how we grow our kids up, and especially if they have to navigate this world. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a little different.
I mean, talking about kids and talking about social media, right? Because a lot of now social media has limited some of the things. I mean, not now. I think it's been like a couple of years now that they've limited certain things that kids are allowed to see.
Really?
Because of body positivity. They feel like kids now are becoming depressed at such a younger age because they're seeing certain things on social media to try to look and act this way. And early on we talked about like that movie Cuties and stuff like that, remember?
Yeah.
But it was like, now, like even on YouTube, if you notice when you post things, they say, is this appropriate for kids or not?
Yeah.
Right? So if you're a certain age, they are trying to limit now what certain kids are exposed to, because unfortunately, kids are becoming depressed at a younger age. Some kids are committing suicide at a younger age because they don't think that they're pretty or they're good enough. So,
see, all that goes also into the parenting conversation. We're gonna have this conversation about this parenting shit, because that also goes into the parenting aspect as well. Because this is real. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see these kids that is looking like, yo, their life is over. Like, the hell, you too young to understand it, to think that way. But yeah, we'll touch on that next time.
But in the realm of body positivity, like I think with the whole like limiting what kids can see or what they have access to can have like pro and cons, right? I think where some kids that automatically maybe are not what's the word I'm looking for? Like encouraged or empowered at home can be easily affected by some of those things.
There you go.
But then I also think that like sometimes you need like that's never going to go away.
Nope.
So it's like, is it just that you're exposed too early, or is it that like you're not, should you be exposed at all? And a parent should figure out how to work through those things with you. Like, so sometimes I feel like it's a pro and a con that they limit.
You're touching on it because it's real, right? You think about it. I always say the job as a parent is to be able to help your help your child navigate this world. You know what I'm saying? So when you have parents who don't know how to navigate the world themselves,
that's a whole nother problem.
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother shit. Because you can't teach them how to navigate something that you don't know how to navigate.
That is true.
Right, y'all both lost. So now, that's gonna fuck you up.
But it's like when I think about, again, we're going into parenting, but this still touches on like body positivity. Like my mother never she always told me like, you're beautiful, your hair is beautiful, like you're beautiful, everything about you is beautiful, like, not like, and I've got bullied when I was younger.
You got bullied?
I was bullied, yeah. But it was more so for the fact that I was like acting.
Okay.
Not like how I looked, but just the fact that I like to say like people were jealous about the fact that I missed school. Because when I was in The Lion King, I did the matinees. Yeah. So I missed every Wednesday because I did Wednesday matinees.
That's crazy.
And like I used to get bullied because I missed Wednesdays, but then I would still come in and pass on my test. So I'm like, bitch, what you mad at? What you mad at?
Jealousy.
You just stupid. But anyway, it was like, like my mother always made sure to encourage me and like tell me like whatever they say like doesn't matter. And I think regardless of what I saw or what I heard, it still was like, I'm fucking beautiful. Fuck out of here. Like, so I try to and I have friends that unfortunately are insecure about a lot of different things when it comes to how they physically look.
Because you have women who have the mothers and fathers in their life, grew up.
It don't even matter if it's a mother and a father.
And they out here, you know what I mean, getting sliced and diced up and poke and probe. You know what I'm saying? So, my whole thing is that like I wish that people would realize that like, and I think there is a push for everybody to realize how beautiful they are regardless of their size and shape. And so I do appreciate that, but I'm drunk. No, I really wish that for everybody. Like, I really do. Just like love who you are, how you are. Like, there's always going to be a little flaw, something you wish you could change that would make everything perfect. But at least if you work on the internal aspect of it, then I feel like the external, then that doesn't matter. When you focus so much on the external part, which I know society does not make easy, but when you focus so much on that, then you're not a beautiful person on the inside. And I feel like a lot of people will look at that and accept that more than the fact that like, you're this stereotypical image of beauty on the outside. I feel like people have to start. I don't know. I think it's a confidence thing, right? Like people gotta be confident in themselves. But I also feel like society has also gotten a little more sensitive than it was back then, right? It's a little more sensitive than it was.
People not made the same. Okay, they're not made the same.
They don't make them the same. You know what I'm saying?
I was talking to my friend is pregnant, right? And I was telling her she's thinking about homeschooling her kid, like homeschool period, like not vaccinating her kid, homeschooling them also. Yeah. But I was like, she was like, kids are mean, and I was like, yeah, they are mean. I said, but they say bullying builds character.
It do. Listen, let me tell you something, right? As a former bully, I done helped.
You were a bully?
I've done helped a lot of characters get built out here. I wasn't really a bully.
You was a bully. No, he was a bully.
So, I crack a lot of jokes. You know what I'm saying? I talk a lot. So I was the kind of person in school that,
he was a bully.
I would help you with yourself. I help you with yourself. I talk a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. So I do out in life. So no, I do feel like but like you said, like shit got a little more sensitive, right? Because now you have like cyberbullying. It's like the fuck you tell me I'm depressed because I didn't read some shit. The fuck is going on out here in the world?
Yeah.
I mean that there was real bullies out here. There was
People
niggas who
are
would
evil.
like really take your shit. There was this kid when I was like younger and shit. Don't judge me, right? So just the bigger kid and shit. I mean, he's just, whatever. Anyway, one time I took his hat and I threw that shit over the fucking fence.
Did you?
Yeah, it was crazy. And then he had to go get it. But anyway, I don't know what nigga doing now. I don't know. I told that story.
I'm trying to understand. Yeah, I'm trying to understand your story.
I'm drinking. I don't know. I told that story at all.
Okay.
But yeah, man, bully builds character, man. Listen, nigga try to bully me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, nigga try to bully me. You know what I'm saying? And I think I build my character up.
I mean, like, I get it, but I can, like, you never know what kind of child you're going to have.
Just got to fight, man. Just don't back down. You know what I'm saying?
You never know what kind of child you're going to have, so you never know how it might affect them. But I get you.
Like, my son is like, he's just like me, but also the complete opposite.
He look just like you. Right?
So it's like, so he talks a lot. Like, he's going to crack jokes and this and the third, but he also don't want to fight. I'm like, Jay, if somebody mess with you, just fight. Like, I don't want to fight. Wow. So he don't want to fight. Yeah, he don't want to fight. Me, I was a fighter. You know what I'm saying? So I like fighting and shit. It was
like fighting?
Yeah.
Learn something new.
Yeah. I learned something new too. So, but I just feel like, you know what? We got to get more confident with ourselves. Get back to just, stop letting everything get to you like that. And then, of course, parenting also have to be that big factor. Parenting got to be the big factor. You know what I'm saying? Because what it is, you don't want to limit your kids from the world. Like you say, your friend talk about she's going to homeschool her child. You don't want to limit, you know what I'm saying, your kids from making friends and growing or whatever the case is. These different ideals are going to help them grow. You know what I'm saying? But you still have to be a parent at the end of the day and basically like teach them how to navigate in this world and shit. And I think that's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I agree with that. It's just, I had something more profound to say. Yeah. And now I forgot.
Yeah, because
I forgot.
Can you sipping that shit?
Because all I had today was Brussels sprouts and cauliflower.
It got be hard to be a vegetarian.
It's
you're not really a vegetarian. You eat fish and shit.
I still eat fish, even though I watch Seaspiracy and I'm trying to eat less fish. Have you watched that?
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my gosh.
I want to watch it. I feel like it's gonna make me hungry.
It's really hungry. No, it's not gonna make you hungry.
I'm gonna want dolphin.
I love dolphins. Don't eat dolphin. Anyway, I was gonna say something. I think it's. I don't remember what I was gonna say initially, but I was gonna say that it's really about like self-love. Oh, I was gonna talk about positive affirmations. That's what I was gonna say.
That's true.
I was gonna say that, like, speaking positivity into your children at a young age, I think is important. And then hopefully speaking positivity into yourself as an adult is important.
Yeah.
And hopefully that you honestly believe it. Because there's people that will say it or show or project that and they don't honestly believe it. And that's unfortunate. But it's like you have to believe that you are enough, that you are beautiful, like regardless of the little tiny flaws that really honestly don't mean shit, and like to not like society make you feel like, oh, I wish I wish if my butt was a little plumper. Yeah, sure. But am I really killing myself over it to the point where I want to spend money to transfer it? Hell the fuck no. Because nobody has complained about this ass. You feel me? So that's how I feel. And on that note, good night. No.
I mean, listen.
That's the name of this episode. No one has complained about this ass.
That's the name of the episode. That's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, what more can I say?
Nothing.
About that ass. No,
I get no complaints. You feel me?
Can't say nothing else, but you know.
And I feel like I don't have the little cup that people have. You know what I mean? Like there's a little cup that's right underneath the cheek, like the little line
is nice.
That goes between the cheek and the thigh.
You can grab it and you pick it up.
But see, you can grab and pick up. But I'm saying, like, if you
without the cup, it kind of slides off a little bit. It's
this is what I'm saying.
You're trying to grab it,
but when it's no naturally cup, so
it slips.
No, if you grab it, you make a cup. But I'm saying if you just look at it on its own,
because now she got to fucking tilt her leg a little bit, so it can kind of form a, you know what I'm saying, like an official cup. So you got to tilt the leg a little bit, you know what I'm saying, so she can pick up like compared to if she had a cup, she could pick up straight.
I'm done. Whatever. I don't have the cup line. You know what I'm saying? I think my butt kind of like merges into my thigh. It just slopes in a sense. But I got some meat back there, but it just slopes in. Where it's like ideally, it would be nice if there was a little
cup there,
little cup, little line. You know what I mean? But I'm okay because I get no compliance. There's enough cushion.
I haven't met that girl that like I could put my cup on her ass yet.
Oh no, that's not me because it will slide. My back also slides into my butt, so it would slide right the fuck off. No, that is not me at all.
On that note, definitely follow the Keeping It Frank podcast on IG.
Yes.
Keeping It Frank 100 on IG. Follow Trailing Husbands on IG as well. At Trailing Husbands.
Hey.
Follow BK_Holla. It's your boy, Keston Frank, on IG. And don't forget, we're on YouTube, on Third Eye Media Network on YouTube. We got more shows on there as well. Also coming out, Soca Kitchen is coming out. Check out Soca Kitchen. I mean, we're definitely producing that show, putting it out there.
I just want a vegetarian meal. Just invite me to the kitchen.
Whenever we decide to do that, got you. So Third Eye Media Network on YouTube, Keeping It Frank podcast, iTunes, Spotify. We out this mother. Drinks up.